Sonic and the Black Knight is such a weird game that I'm very fascinated by because I think growing up, I was in this like, because I wasn't like playing these games actively. I was just in this weird echo chamber where I learned about the games afterwards and learned that pretty much everyone hated every game. That was kind of the the consensus for me, I guess. Like I think like the last universally praised one was like Sonic Adventure 2, but like people hated Heroes, people hated Shadow the Hedgehog, Sonic 06, Secret Rings, Black Knight. It's like Sonic fans just couldn't win. It was insane. Um, but this is kind of like a direct-ish sequel to Secret Rings, which I have not played yet, but I will soon. This one just kind of interested me more. I'm a little worried though because this game controls really weird, not in a good way. And because it's a sequel to the first game, I'm kind of worried that Secret Rings is just going to control infinitely worse than this. So it, I'm a little worried. But anyway, this game it has a cool aesthetic. I think that's the best thing it has going for it. It was part of the, let's see on the cover, the if this will go away, the Sonic Storybook series, which died after 2 games, which is kind of a shame because it never really had a chance to get going. Okay, so the game basically opens with this cool as hell cutscene where this woman is like, ah, and then she's being chased, and then she summons Sonic, and he dies.
That is a pretty cool cutscene. I'm glad I get to see it because I'm watching your stream. Like some people.
Some people are you talking about?
Pretty sure I heard Rogue join the stream.
Did you?
Why are you gaslighting me like that, man? I'm watching you. I'm listening to what you're saying.
She's just trying to take shots at Rogue for being a bad friend to try to make herself morally superior. Anyway, he kind of shows up. He like shoves one of these down his throat. Yeah, here it is. Me with poop.
You with cock.
No problem. I'm used to stuff like this.
So Sonic's like pretty freaking cool. He tries to kill this guy. This is just the plot. I'll go in more into this later, but this is like the setup, okay? Evil Knight is King Arthur or whatever. It's like a corrupted King Arthur, right? He's like evil. And here are look, it's the Knights of the Round Table. This isn't other characters. This is Lancelot, Gawain, and Percival. And they work for Arthur. And Arthur is evil. That's kind of just what kickstarts the plot. You just are thrown into this, and she's like, "We need to defeat the evil King Arthur." And he's like, "Okay." So then you get a sword.
What anime? Okay.
Yeah, it's like storybook cutscenes. It's the storybook series.
Let me introduce myself.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
This is Merlina the Wizard, and this is Sonic the Hedgehog.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, see?
Yes, we came.
So then you try to get a sword and stuff. You find the sword Caliburn, and he talks. And you know, having a talking weapon is kind of like there's a fine it can be a very risky play because Devil May Cry 3 handled this pretty well where it had a talking weapon, but then Dante was just like, "Okay, I'll bring you along, but no talking." so then they didn't talk. So there's a fine line to tread here, but he's basically just another character. He doesn't like get super annoying or anything. I actually like their banter a lot. I don't know if it'll happen in this cutscene.
Mouth on it for a sword.
The impertinent one is you, knave. Brace yourself, or I shall train you until you are worthy.
And then you just
All right, Professor. Work your magic.
there's like this whole bit they do. You run into like Tails the blacksmith or whatever. Where is it? It's right here. I think there's this bit they do.
Some things never change.
I think. Where is it?
Speed it up. I have found you, apprentice knight, enemy of my king. Who the heck are you? Shadow? I am Lancelot, knight of the Round Table. I challenge you to a duel.
Where is it?
By that,
What shall it be? Will you abandon your sword and flee? Sounds good to me.
fool! A knight never flees a foe.
May I have your name, apprentice knight?
He is Knave the Hedgehog, and he accepts your challenge.
Hey, wait just a second here. Very well then. Brace yourself, Knave the Hedgehog.
So now he's just Knave the Hedgehog for like half the story.
Okay.
Yeah. People just call him Knave the Hedgehog.
That's his name, isn't it?
Yeah. But yeah, that's the game. As for the actual gameplay, I pulled up the bosses. Let me find like. Let me just.
Your sword and flee.
No. Sonic and the Black Knight. I don't know.
Like, and the black people.
Full game, no commentary? Sounds good to me. Okay. Here's the gameplay. Notice how Sonic. I'm gonna mute this. Notice how Sonic is just running forward. Like he's just running forward on this like pretty linear path. That's okay. So then you get to the next level. Never mind,
So it's
there's a
Sonic Lost
cutscene.
World.
No, this is like every Sonic game. So it's just like look how weirdly he runs. He's just on this predetermined path basically, right? You have very little input as to where he actually runs. You can go side to side here, and you can make him go faster by holding forward, obviously. But for the most part, you're just restricted to one path. And you can only go forward. There's probably not going to be a clip of it. But if you want to go backwards, Sonic does not like turn around and go backwards. He walks backwards very slowly. And you can't see what's like what's behind you because of the camera. The camera's always in this fixed position behind Sonic. And when he starts walking backwards, it stays like this. So you just have to walk and like jump back. And it's really annoying. There weren't too many instances where it actually had where I had to like jump back to backtrack or anything. There were these like I don't know if this will show it. Probably won't. I think it was a side mission, so it's probably not going to show it. But okay, it's not going to show it. I can't find it. Oh wait, no, here it is. Here it is. When you get 2D sections like this, it is pure hell. This is awful. Because Sonic, still, you don't have free range of his movement. He doesn't want to go left or right. You can only go left. And if he wants to go right, he has to walk backwards. Look at him struggling to get up this tower. Okay, he's got up this tower. He does the QuickTime event. Oh my gosh, it's so weird. He can turn to the right, but actually turning around, it just like seems like it's up to the game. Like you have to cling onto a wall and like predetermine it from that like running off point. So if you want to turn around here, you have to like hit a spring or like jump into the wall right here. There. It's so clunky in 2D, dude. Like, look at it. He just had to walk backwards there, and it's so weird. He's struggling. Look.
He's me.
Come on, you got this. I want to see him try to get back. Okay. Oh, he fell. Yeah, so if you couldn't tell, this is really awkward, especially in 2D. In 3D, it's not the worst thing in the world. It's not as bad as you think it would be. But in 2D, it's pretty damn bad. Luckily, there's not a whole lot of these actual like full 2D stages. This is just like a side mission. I think you still have to do it, so I guess it's not like a side mission. But you can. There's not a whole lot of these, but it's still pretty bad. Pretty bad. Let's just pull up another 3D level here. Just look how awkward it is to kind of move. Like, it feels. I don't want to say it feels like stiff. And it doesn't feel like you're not in control, like with a game like 06. It's really hard to explain. It's, I don't know, it's a glorified auto. I think, like, when you look at a game like Unleashed, this was definitely them trying to get, like, high-speed Sonic working in 3D without, like, the openness of adventure games. And it's very easy to see this as, like, the predecessor to the Boost formula, just because of how, like, just because of the structure. And thankfully, the Boost games are good, mostly. But it's rough start here. It's not technically a Boost game, but whatever. And then you have a sword. The only way to control the sword is with motion, because you wave your Wii remote because it's on the Wii. I don't think there's any rhyme or reason as to like what motions you can do and when. It seems really finicky too. Like I had times there was this mission where you had to complete it using only a set amount of sword swings, and it showed you on screen how many you had left. Sometimes I would swing it once and I would get one sword swipe. Other times I would swing it once and he would do a full 4-hit combo and waste 4 of my swings. it it's really finicky. If you're when you're trying to be precise like that, it's really bad. However, if you're just running through a level like this and you just see the enemies, you do your jump slash or whatever. I did this a lot. This was a really fun move. You just if you're just going
Pretty
in
fun.
and you're just like slashing everything, not really thinking about it, because the more you think about it and try to be precise with it, the worse it's going to be. It's pretty fun. It's manageable. Sonic does have a homing attack. I don't think this guy's really doing it, but what the homing attack is good for is that like jumping slash move I showed him do, like the spin. If you just do a homing attack and then that, then it'll chain into like an entire group of enemies and just kill them instantly. So most of my playthrough was just doing that, and it was very fun. Um, Sometimes you did get slowed down by big groups of enemies, which was annoying because I wish you could do like they were more considerate with the motion inputs and you could like I don't know do like a circular swing for like an area attack or something. I don't know. But I mean, there's also this other thing called the power surge, which he's doing right now with this red meter. It's kind of just a weird lock-on mechanic that consumes meter. Let's see if he's doing it here. Uh, uh. Actually, he's doing the timing. This is gonna have satisfying sound effects. So it's kind of just a glorified homing attack on a meter that's a one-hit kill on most enemies. And if you time your sword swing like when it glows, then I think it takes up less meter. So it's pretty easy to use for that. I didn't. That's the only thing to use it for, though. There's no like extra nuance to it or anything. You can block, I guess. You don't block too often in this game, just because you can kill everything. You block in the boss fights. That's about it. Or if there's just a really annoying enemy. Um, the actual boss fights, they're okay. They are kind of awkward. It's like a 1v1 with you and the other knight. Look there, he's blocking. And he's already dead. Okay, that took 10 seconds.
Far too careless.
Yeah, sometimes you can just kill these bosses instantly. Other times you have to be super careful. Like when I was fighting Percival, I just had to be really careful the whole time because she has like giant thrusting attacks and she's blocking. And if they block your attacks, you get stunned, which is the worst thing ever because then you die. So I don't know. I think against Lancelot here, I would just go in homing attack, jumping slash, do a grounded combo, and then I'd block like one of his attacks, do another homing attack, jumping slash combo, and he'd be dead. So they don't have a lot of health. And it's still in this really awkward, like forward, backward, limited movement space. Like you can only move forward and back here. If you accidentally jump over him, then he just turns around. Like automatically. It's really weird. All the boss fights are like that. Look how that took 10 seconds. What the
How
fuck?
can this be?
Yeah. So these three boss fights were kind of meh. The fight against King Arthur I actually really liked. This was pretty cool. It wasn't super deep compared to these or anything. I just thought it was cooler. Because he shows up on his horse, and then you gotta chase him down. Okay, Sonic says dumbass stuff like this in this game, but it's really funny. It's like, I wanted to mention this later, I guess I'll mention this now. A lot of the dialogue in this game is kind of Focus M dialogue. I'm gonna be honest. Like, a lot of the banter and the quippy stuff I actually enjoy, but some of the, like, in-level dialogue is just, it's kind of, it's a little rough. There's a really good example of this in the final boss, which I'll show in a second. But anyway, you just hit this boss, and then once you catch up to him, you're just like, oh, and then you go 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 like, on, and then you go like, oh, and he's stunned, and then you go like, He's not mashing as hard as I. Okay, there we go. So this is a cool boss fight. What's really funny about this boss fight, I might go back and get like a video of this just on my phone. Um, so this boss makes you like build up the surge power gauge or whatever. I forget its name. Um, and the way this works is you have to lock onto an enemy to like actually attack them. If you don't lock onto an enemy, then Sonic just runs really fast until he hits like a wall or something, which doesn't happen too often in normal levels. But for this boss fight, it's really funny because you can't lock onto him with this. It's hard programmed that you can't. it's like hard programmed to where he is always going to be like in front of you until the game decides that you can run into him and actually like do the little pairing sequence. So when that happens, if you use the dash here, Sonic runs at like light speed down this road, and then King Arthur matches that going light speed on his horse in front of you until Sonic eventually just like powers through it and catches up. It's really funny. I'll have to show you guys at some point. But yeah, so then the game ends here. You kill Arthur and it's like, yay, you kill Arthur, you get the scabbard because Merlina was like telling you to get the King Arthur scabbard because that's what gives him power or whatever. Um, and then he dies, but then actually the game keeps going after the credits. Ooh, spooky.
What?
So, what the hell? Oh, I haven't done these yet. You can like rematch all these guys. I haven't gotten to it yet. But basically, after this, um, where is it? You kill King Arthur. He's really happy about it.
I did it.
We have orders from the king. Have you
My
puff of smoke?
So Sonic gives her the scabbard. It turns out though, she's evil.
I can erase my grandfather's greatest mistake.
What is your grandfather's greatest mistake?
What?
That's what I'm asking.
Shall make
Oh, okay. I forget the whole backstory with her grandfather. I think her grandfather did something with the kingdom. I don't know. I think he's what caused the corrupted King Arthur illusion or whatever. But I think because of him or something, it may be unrelated completely, but basically the whole kingdom is kind of dying and withering away very slowly. Um, so she wants to just kind of like make the kingdom live forever and like I think the way she goes about this, it's like it gets sucked into a weird portal.
It's only a matter of time before the kingdom is consumed.
It's kind of weird.
Watch our kingdom's ruin? What? Are you... Isn't...
Amy's here. She's the Lady of the Lake. Um, so then Sonic teams up with these other knights. They have to like make barriers, and then you get to play as all three of these guys, by the way. Um, uh, their quality varies. Percival's easily the best because she has a double jump and the homing attack slash air dash kind of thing. Let's see though. This is where the game shits the bed though. Once you have to do these 4 final levels where like each of these guys puts like a sword at the end of a frickin' place to protect the castle. Full gameplay. So you start doing these levels. Ah! Ah! Yeah. This level's okay. This isn't where it's too bad. Where is it? This level was really annoying because I don't think it's possible. I think you need Percival or Gawain for this because Gawain has his like little glide thing from his homing attack. He can't do it infinitely like in other games, but it's still useful. Percival has her double jump and stuff. But first of all, you have these 2D sections where you can just randomly run into enemies that you can't see, by the way. And when you run into enemies and they block it, you get stunned. Which is the worst thing ever, because then you die for it. Let's see. Right here. This turn was so annoying. Okay, he just knows what he's doing, I guess. Ow. But like, these like log things that you have to trick off of send you straight into the spikes, which is why you need to double jump. It's terrible. So you need the glide or the double jump. It's so stupid. And then you get to this third level. Oh my gosh, this is the worst level. This is one of the worst levels I've ever played in a Sonic game. I tried almost every character for this. I didn't try Sonic. You get to this section, okay? This fiery lava section. First of all, climb up this wall. If you are too late, these enemies will spawn camp you at the top of this wall, and there's literally no way to get past them, because they'll just hit you off and kill you. This next part's kind of whatever. There's a lot of really annoying small enemies here. This part, exactly the same as before. If you let this guy get too close, he's gonna spawn camp you. Yep. Here's the worst part of the entire game. This jump. This is where, in these levels, like, I was okay with the game mechanics. It's not the greatest feeling game ever. The mechanics are kind of clunky, but I was like, okay, I can get by with this. I'm having enough fun, you know? But in these few levels, there's shit like this, where it just makes me want to, like, I don't know, do evil things. I don't know. This jump, okay, here's how the homing attack works. It homes in on them, okay? That's what a homing attack should do, right? Okay, that's all fine and dandy. However, enemies spawn on this island with shields. If you homing attack an enemy with a shield, you get stunned. What happens when you get stunned? You either get hit or you just fall in the lava and die. And the checkpoint for this area is all the way back at this starting segment, like right here. So you lose like a minute and a half for that, for missing that jump, you stupid idiot. This guy's gonna get it first try just because it's a video. Look, he almost died there. He almost just for trying to fight the enemies here. So you can't homing attack. You need to just like, what I did was I did a, actually looking at it now, Sonic's probably the best for this. Because after his like air dash / homing attack, he can do a stomp. Yeah, I didn't think of that at the time. That probably would have made this a lot easier. I tried Gawain with his glide, didn't work. I tried Shadow with like his teleport from the power surge, didn't work. So I used Percival, and what I did was I started my jump from like all the way out here, did my double jump as I like crossed over here, because then I could do my homing attack / air dash all the way over to like the very edge of this island to prevent myself from actually homing in on the enemies. And once that finally worked, I could get across this island. It was terrible. And then, like, the rest of this level has, like, very slow segments. And you're on a time limit, by the way. You have a 7-minute time limit. I think I failed this. Like, I had a decent run going. I think I only failed, like, twice, and I was trying to get to the end, and it was terrible. Like, this section, you just... You can't do anything. It's just an auto-scroller. And then you can, like, hit some enemies on the rocks. Who cares? So then you're running for a bit. Random wall climbing segment. What the hell are we doing? You want to know the best part about this wall climbing segment? So the wall climbing in this game is kind of eh. I don't know how it works with every character. I didn't actually try it with every character. With Sonic, it's just you kind of like stick your sword in and hop from cardinal direction to cardinal direction. With Percival, she actually has a wall run, so it's a bit easier, but you still have to like it can be finicky because sometimes you have to stop on the wall and then like manually change direction like after she stops, or sometimes you can just do it on the fly. I don't know. But the best part about this section um, are the falling rocks here, which you can see right there, right here, which have no prior warning. There's like no indication for where they will fall. They just fall. The first like two times I made it all the way here, after dealing with the rest of the BS in this level, I just died to falling rocks. It was terrible. Dog, I don't know how he's doing this. He's some kind of wizard, some kind of gamer's little playground. And then that's like the end of the level. This is like the worst level I've ever played in a video. Well, no, that's a stretch. I've played worse, but this is definitely a bottom tier Sonic level. Oh my gosh, terrible. Terrible. Then you fight a dragon and kill it. Whoops. Anyway, after all that BS, you finally get to Merlina, and she's kind of beating Sonic's ass. Oh yeah, Caliburn died. No!
What?
Oh.
It's so funny because I think they reused the scream for when he dies in Sonic Unleashed. There's also a point in a cutscene where he says, "Here we go," which I think they reused for Sonic Unleashed at the start of every day level. So, um, Sonic, being the awesome guy he is, doesn't give up. Um, and then, um, and then they combine the four swords. Gawain has two, by the way. He has like two smaller swords. Percival has like a I don't know what this is. I don't know.
Rapier.
Yeah, okay. They have swords. I don't know their names. Whatever. What am I? A sword guy?
What are we? Some kind of big lightning?
So then he gets then you get like the coolest cutscene in any Sonic game. So that's cool. This is Hype Moments in Aura. Um, the actual final boss is kind of. Oh wait. He's gonna say it here. Or as soon as the final boss starts, you have to see. You have to see what Sonic says. Not that. The next thing. The boss fight starts and he goes, "Dodging to the left or right is the only way." You want to know the best part? I was playing this, my brother and sister were watching. I kept dying to this. Because, like, the actual dodge is really weird. It's like one. So it says, press Z8 to dodge, left, right. I thought that just meant like push in the control stick into direction and either of these will dodge. No, Z dodges left, A dodges right. It's stupid. But these attacks, You have to be weirdly precise with them. And so my brother, he was just like, what if you can hit them? I was like, dude, he literally says dodging to the left or right is the only way. Why would I be able to hit them? What do you think the solution is here? Okay, he's dodging. You can hit them. You can hit them. Like they're you literally don't have to dodge them. Like he's dodging them and it like breaks this like imaginary barrier. If you can see. Should happen here. Yeah, that's when like the next part of the fight starts. You can just slash. Like once like she shoots these out, you just mash your swinging. It'll deflect the orbs and break the barrier in front of you immediately. They were just gaslighting you. They were they were gaslighting you. So I don't know if I ever sent this tweet to you. Um but this boss fight, many Sonic boss fights are basically like this. And you can see that in the quote tweets. Never mind, that's Delta. Look, you're Sonic 06. So many Sonic boss fights are like this. It's so funny. Sonic Frontiers? No, no. Um. Okay, you get the idea. Oh my gosh, this is a Seven Rings final boss, I think. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Did you see
Whatever.
the tweet right under the Seven Rings one?
True. Yo, okay, these were peak though. Those were the best part of the game. Hop off peak. Anyway, you beat her in like a kind of underwhelming boss fight once you know you can hit the orbs. uh, and you actually get like okay. This is the cutscenes one. Um, so you get her. She's like, ah, and Sonic's like, huh. So then Hoshana goes up to her. This is actually a really nice ending. I like this ending because I said this before when I talked about Sonic 06. I think Sonic's characterization is as most consistent, or I like him the most. Um, when he's not really the one changing, but he's an outlet for those around him to change and learn a lesson from him. And so, like, she was trying to, I don't know, if we go back to, like, there was one cutscene where they hinted at this prior. It was, like, really early on.
I must be presentable when we meet the Lady of the Lake.
What are you gonna do,
To the part
Merlina?
where she's like, why does the flower bloom? Or whatever you had it
Merlina?
most on.
Yeah.
Hello?
Why do flowers bloom, knowing they are destined to wither?
This just kind of came out of nowhere. Huh?
Tiny beauty is so short-lived. Forgive me, Sonic.
So that kind of hints at like her whole wanting to like make her kingdom eternal thing. But Sonic's whole spiel is about like living life to the fullest, you know? And if you're immortal and your kingdom's immortal and everything's immortal, then like can you really even do that?
Merlina. Every world has its end. I know that's kind of sad, but that's why we gotta live life to the fullest in the time we have. At least, that's what I figure.
Grandfather. Well done.
And then they all just pull up.
Thanks to you guys.
You can say that again.
To think
So, yeah, it's not like I like how she's not presented as like this like super evil bad guy. She was just very much misguided, had the wrong idea of things, and everyone's just like, you know, Merlina, you gotta learn this way instead. And she's like, yeah. Um, this is immediately followed up by the funniest thing ever.
King Arthur was but an illusion. The Knights of the Round Table must now disband.
What foolishness is this?
I'll say. What are you saying then?
Have you forgotten who I am? I am the sacred sword Caliburn. I am the one who decides who is worthy of the crown.
So then, you? You are the one and true King
You.
Arthur? Huh? Hey, cut that out!
I gotta get this as a reaction image. It's so it then it just ends there. It just ends there. He's like, cut that out, and then it just ends. Yeah, Sonic is the one true King Arthur. Yeah. It's so weird. I don't know. Like the whole game doesn't really linger on this message too much, so I can't say it's some like super thought-provoking thing. But I feel like Sonic is kind of always about this. This is just kind of an unspoken like characteristic or belief of Sonic that hasn't really been touched a whole lot on before. So to have this game of all games be the one where he like really expresses that is kind of neat, and I like it for that. So then he goes home, he's out of the book or whatever, and it turns into Sonic and the Black Knight. But yeah, this game, ugh, dude, I wish the gameplay is really rough. Oh my gosh. Um Gameplay is rough, especially near the end, which just like changed my whole view on the game as a whole. Because those final few levels really highlighted everything wrong with the game. Because before it was just like, okay, it has its problems, but I'm doing okay. It's not too bad. And then those final levels hit, and I'm like, I'm having the worst time of my life. So, I think there's still a few like alternate bosses I have left, like you can do rematches against everyone. I think it also has like party games for multiplayer, which seems kind of funny. So I'm gonna try that too. Um, I don't know. I think the biggest thing this game has going for it is the aesthetic. Like the storybook games, there's only two of them. But the storybook aesthetic is really cool, especially like okay, Sonic with a sword. I said this before, but like dude, IGN when IGN had like um any credibility. Like it has zero credibility now, but when it had credibility like back then and people listened to IGN and IGN thought Sonic didn't need a sword or it wasn't cool, dude, that thought lingered in the public consciousness. Sonic with the sword is the coolest thing in the world, actually. Like like what? Like this isn't cool? Like what are we on? I really don't
Speaking,
care. Like,
I think IGN has like a half point because Sonic with a sword is really cool, but it probably wouldn't be as cool if he always had a sword.
well, I think their point is that he doesn't need a sword. And at that point, it's just like, oh, okay, you can't
Yeah,
experiment with games ever. You can't have fun with games ever.
too much water.
Yeah, like, come on, guys. Mario doesn't need the captures in Odyssey. Why doesn't he use power-ups? Like, you can't experiment with anything ever. Like, I get Sonic, like, takes big leaps like this and does outlandish things, but come on, just own it. this is cool. Sonic riding a hoverboard is cool. Like, come on. So, um, last thing, the music is very good. This probably has the best selection of vocal tracks across the series, at least. I wonder if I can pull that up here. Um, Soundtrack. Yeah. So, Jun Senwo, I don't know how to pronounce that, but they got Crush 40 to do a lot of songs. They did the main theme, Night of the Wind. They did, what else did they do? It doesn't even show it here. Okay, they have a whole album for just the vocal tracks. So they have Night of the Wind, they have Fight the Night. That's the King Arthur boss fight. This is pretty good. Through the Fire. I think this is the normal boss fight theme. This is also pretty solid. With Me is the final boss. That's good. The Crush 40 didn't sing this. I think he was like a backing vocalist. He also did like his own cover of it for Crush 40, which is also here, which is pretty good. Live Life. Surprisingly, the super like calming song at the end that plays during the credits. I think that's probably this is a super underrated Crush 40 song just because he isn't like screaming into the mic, you know? It's not during like an epic fight. But it's like a really good song. Um, I don't know why Seven Rings in Hand is here. But yeah. Um, yeah. So, I have to put it on the tier list now. I had to remake this. I updated it a bit with the murder of. Okay, actually, I have to add a new tier. I just have to go like good. I'll probably rename it something better later. I have to wait. I stupid. Oh my gosh, I keep losing track. I hate when I have to do this. It sucks that we all have to do this. So, Murder Sonic Hedgehog's going up here. Um, I think my ranking when it is done, or like even as it is now, it looks really bad just because Sonic Forces is in the same tier as SA2. So, um, I want to put it in good, but I'm really like, I see why people hate this game, but it's not like a super abundant hate like Sonic 06. Like, I enjoyed most of my time with this game. Like, the controls are very unintuitive, but it wasn't terrible. Um, and the game was also really short, which could be a good or bad thing depending on how you look at it. I finished it in 3 sittings. I think about like 6 hours total, maybe less. It was really short. Um, yeah, I have to update this more. I might go back, finish the Sonic Frontiers DLC. That was not fun though. I hated that. I have to play this game again. I'm going through Sonic Mania 2 right now. This is probably going to go up here just because it's good. Um, even though, I don't know, I still have my problems with it. I'm not a fan of some of the levels, but I mean, I like the game. I like the game. It's well, hmm, it's gonna go at the top of solid for now. I think once I add more games, it can get power crept up to the bottom of good, but we'll see. I think putting it in good right now just doesn't sound. That's just a big leap. I don't know. We'll see. I didn't update it on backlogged. Hold on. So it was then, and then. Yeah, I finished it in 3 sittings. Um, hmm. Select platform, Wii, duh. I think I'll sell it at a 7 for now. I'm If those final few levels hadn't existed, this would be a very confident 7, but it's either this or a 6. I'm not going lower than a 6, but I'll keep that for now. Yeah, I enjoyed this game. Oh, 2 stars, whoops. Okay, whatever. Play this game if you want. I don't think you're missing anything by not playing it, but it's a pretty cool game. The one thing I will say, if we're making a tier list of Sonic games with the most aura, like based on their aura, this game is top one. This game has the most aura of any Sonic game, just bar none. So, if you consider that a worthwhile factor, go ahead and play it, I guess.
Does this have more aura than a Shadow the Hedgehog?
Yeah,
Ah,
because Shadow the Hedgehog has aura, but it also has some weird, like, cringe, edgy writing decisions. Like, let me show you just one example. I still haven't finished the game, but let's see if I can find this. I think it's when he goes on the arc. Did he do that with Sonic? Here it is.
Next stop, the Ark. Chaos.
So Shadow's whole thing is like, oh, is he a hero or a villain in this game? So uh, the game uses very subtle writing clues to indicate like what course you're on with Shadow and what he's feeling in the moment. Very subtle.
A Chaos Emerald? You've got to be kidding me, guys. This is like taking candy from a baby, which is fine by me.
This is stupid.
you.
So, yeah. I don't know. Anyway, this game is a game that is kind of cool, I guess, but I can see why people hate it. So you might hate it, but I don't know.